we're really looking at a social media platform that has 845 million active users as of February. And everybody knows that Facebook is now filing to go public, so now everybody knows even more about these numbers. So for the first time in history, we have the largest social networking site, but also the most active, all right? So never before has you never heard about your friends being on MySpace for like a half an hour a day or 2 hours or 3 hours a day. This is the case with Facebook, okay? This is the new morning paper. When people get up in the morning, they have their coffee, instead of opening up a paper, like literally a physical newspaper, they're now opening up their Facebook and seeing what their friends are looking at. I had coffee with a friend this morning who's doing a presentation for the newspaper, New England newspaper industry, and we were really just talking about how people are now getting their news from Twitter and Facebook. That's the news source for breaking news and any other kind of news, top news. People are getting it from Facebook. If we go to the next slide, Mike, we have, a lot of people are really into photos. Photos do really well on Facebook. If you have a Facebook page and you want to amp up marketing a little bit or amp up engagement, try using photos to some degree, right? 350 million active users use a mobile device. This is going to be huge in the future. More and more people are just going to use mobile. In fact, my prediction is in 5 years, we're not going to have a thing called a keyboard. There's not going to be a keyboard, a laptop. Forget about laptops. There's going to be all mobile devices, and it's all going to be plugged into Facebook somehow. So these are just some numbers here. If we go to the next slide, I'm just going to talk about, what are some examples of businesses and what are they doing right now with Facebook? Just some high-level examples. If we go to the next slide, Mike, there's a list of things that businesses are doing. They're engaging with customers and prospects. Okay, engaging with customers and prospects basically means like customer service, answering questions, getting to know people, sharing interesting content. And through that, they're enhancing the brand experiences. Now with social media, forget about Facebook, just the whole social media quote-unquote revolution. I'm making air quotes. People now expect to have a personal attention from an airline company, right? I want personal attention from JetBlue, and I can get it on Twitter. I want personal attention from Zappos, and I can get it on Facebook. People have come to expect this, okay? And they will expect this from your business. If you're a business-to-consumer business, you should be prepared for that. Businesses also launch products and brands. They can actually test out a product on Facebook. Hey, we want to try this thing out. What do you guys think about this? And get feedback, and then kind of develop their products a little bit more even before they launch it to the world. Building lists, building email lists on Facebook, and then increasing sales. So just a few examples here. Mike, if you go to the next slide, and let me know if I'm talking too fast. So the first example here is the California Academy of Sciences. What they do is they basically sell tickets to a museum, all right? And what they did was they used Facebook to increase ticket sales. Not that they were struggling or anything like that, but they said, hey, we're on Facebook. Somebody probably asked someone, actually Amy Wong, somebody probably asked Amy, hey, why are we wasting money on Facebook? Let's see some returns. So then she did some work and started using Facebook in a way to engage users, Facebook users, to let them know about really cool stuff to do at night. And so they kind of developed this strategy of creating a page where they would be letting people know about cool things to do at night. And eventually what they found is that they're now getting about 14% of their nightlife event ticket sales from Facebook. Like those 14% of their ticket sales are coming from Facebook. So any effort that they're putting into Facebook, that it's paying for itself, and they're just going to do more of this and get even more, better results. Okay. If we go to the next slide, here's a typical small business. It's a board shop. Okay, I guess a skateboarders. And their goal was to drive traffic to their website, which is a very, very common goal for small businesses, right, that sell stuff on a website. So what they did was they used a series of Facebook ads, and they targeted very specific people on Facebook, which is what you can do with Facebook ads. You can target based on a number of things. And they also engaged people on the wall. And there's a quote here. You can read this later, but it allows people to, Facebook allows them to create that initial dialogue with potential customers, and also allow the fans of Daddy's Board Shop to start telling their friends about it, just in the course of having a conversation. And then what they've seen is that there's definitely an uptick in traffic going directly to their website, and also an increase in sales. And if we go to the next slide, the third kind of mini case study I'll share is RED. People know RED. RED is an organization that is focused on eliminating AIDS in Africa, and they do this thing called cause marketing, which means that they partner with for-profit ventures for mutual gain. That's the definition of cause marketing. So the example is Apple or Nike, all right? And so what they did is they did this campaign a couple of years ago called One Color Unites Us, where they had Facebook users change their main avatar, their main profile picture, to express their alignment or their affiliation with this RED campaign and this idea of eliminating AIDS. Like, let's all unite to defeat AIDS in Africa. And the calls to action were, show your affiliation by changing your avatar, and then share this campaign with your friends and share all the great things that this is doing to eliminate AIDS. And then also shop, go to these stores and buy these things. X% go to, fight AIDS or eliminate AIDS in Africa. Okay,